Hi everyone, how's it going? Nick the Gardener here. It's Saturday the 29th of March. So yeah, almost in April already. I don't know where this month's gone. Thought I'd give you a little update on the seedlings. I did sow some more seedlings, which some of them now started to come up. Got a few shoots coming on the Frankensteins. So that's what I want to do today really, is just get them into slightly bigger pots because the roots are coming out the bottom. Should have probably just popped them in bigger containers in the first place to stop faffing around. As you can, sorry if I'm feeling a little, well, sounding a bit bunged up and stuff today. I've been ill for the last few days, and yeah, I'm still ill today. But I've got lots to do, so you know, I've just got to get on with it really. Oh, hang on, let's turn this little fan off a minute. Right, I'll just spin you around anyway, show you the seedlings. Okay, so the sun golds here, all 5 have sprouted. Obviously these 3 came at first, and that one was last, and it's a bit runty, but going to prick them out later on. Well, these 3 anyway, I think. So I'm probably going to do a few videos today. I've got to go to the allotment in a bit to get out some compost and stuff. But I was worried about the Carolina Reapers, and one's come up there now, so I'm happier that at least I've got one. So as long as I don't disturb that or anything when I'm getting the tomatoes out, we're all good. I've got one Bishop's Crown germinated, nothing on the little red cherry sweet pepper. 4 cauliflowers in there. I mean, I'll prick them out today later on, I think. I mean, I don't know if them little runty ones will make it. So these are what I sowed last week. Replacements really, the ones that didn't come up and a few extras. So in here I've got the Atlantic Giant pumpkin competition for Elaine at Allotment Joy. And yeah, I probably should have popped them in bigger little pots. I watched Duncan yesterday and Pete, and yeah, these pots probably a little bit too small. And I know that when squashes grow, they don't like to be confined. That's what Duncan said, and I remembered that after he said it. So as soon as I get any movement on these, they're going to have to be potted on straight away, and hopefully I don't kill them or anything. But I've got some more seeds, so I can sow more if need be. Cucumber, Beth Alpha, they've started to come up. I think I put 5 of each seeds in each one, and pretty much looks like I've got 100% germination really. Market more, got 2 of them coming up actually. I've popped a little bit more vermiculite on the red marigolds, because I could see them on the surface still, but I think 1 or 2 of them might have started to germinate. Celery takes a while, so I'm not, you know, don't expect anything on that. Swede Best of All and Swede Invitations coming up. Red Calibos coming up. Cabbage Greyhound. Minnesota Midget Melons from Bill and Val. I've put a few seeds in there, so hopefully they'll come up. All Year Round Cauliflower. I can see a little seedling there on the top, so that might be germinating. Matsuri F1, which didn't really do well in the last one, started to come up. Nothing on the sprouts again, or the golden acre yet. Frankensteins, you can see a couple of little shoots there coming, and then there's a couple little shoots there coming. But yeah, they've got the roots coming out the bottom. So I've got to be careful really with handling these. I don't really want to snap them chits off or damage your roots really. Now, that one's not so bad actually, there's nothing coming out the bottom of that one. Just maybe one little bit, but that might be a bit of vermiculite. So anyway, yeah, I'm just going to pop these on anyway. I don't want them to be congested, don't want to hold them up. So I'll put some compost in here, which is homemade compost mixed with homemade leaf mould and homemade worm castings and a bit of vermiculite. I'm going to put some Q4 root mycorrhizal fungi in there. Hopefully create a nice symbiotic relationship with the roots so they can get more nutrients from the compost. In theory, I mean, some people say that, you know, by the time you've bought it, it's been in the bag so long, it's probably dead before you even get to use it. But yeah, so I'm going to pop them up. I'll do it in the greenhouse, I think, because it's better light out there and it's nice sunny day, look. But I've got to put on, well, I'll plant these Maris pear potatoes at some point. So if anyone's got any suggestions of what I should do, I mean, I've got a block of cocoa coir there, homemade compost, leaf mould. If anyone's got any suggestions of ratios of what I should use, or I was thinking about just trying to grow it in a bag of cocoa coir by itself. I know there's no microbes or bacteria in it or anything like that, but I could probably add a little bit of worm castings or a little sprinkle of compost just to get the nutrients going. I mean, if I water it with rainwater, there's going to be plenty of bacteria in that. But yeah, let me know if you've got any ideas. I mean, I've got bloodfish and bone, chicken manure, organic potato fertiliser. I've got bone char here, which I was planning on doing a little experiment with that or something. And I've got the compost from the worm farm, the old compost which I put in the bottom layer to invigorate it. So I'm definitely going to use one pot for that. So let me know if you've got any ideas. Let me know, put it in the comments. Anyway, I'll take this outside and we'll get these potted on. So the can of worms, doing alright. It's been rainy a bit, so I've got a couple of little litres of leachate there. But I'll do an update on that this week, I think. So subscribe if you want to follow that. Some beautiful little daffodils there. Right, anyway. Let's get to the job in hand. So, quick look at the seedlings. They're all doing alright. Onions from the onion challenge, doing pretty good. Onions from Ali D. They're starting to germinate a bit more, but not very many, but I've got some. Right, so also a bit of decking, not decking, sorry, a sleeper what I've got outside. Pretty much perfect just to fit across there, so it makes a nice little seat for me. Yeah, so we're going to get these potted on in a minute. I've got to go to the allotment today, get a load more compost to put on these peas. Got to get them out there because they're all going to start getting tangled up together at some point. So I've got some big square fabric pots with little eyelets on the side where you can put canes through. So I'm going to plant them hopefully today if I can get the compost sorted out, get them in. But yeah, with sweet peas, I just wanted to ask a bit of advice. Should I pinch them out soon so they're a bit more bushier and you know, don't go so leggy, they'll thicken out more. If I do pinch them out, do I do it about 3 or 4 nodes up or something? I'm sure that's what you do, but before I do it, I just want a confirmation really. Right, anyway, let's get the Franks into their new homes. Okay, so I've already filled these little pots up with some compost, and I've made it so that, well, you know, squished it all down, so when I take these ones out here, there should be a nice little hole for these, some minimal root disturbance and what have you. So I probably watered them a bit too much, to be fair, but it was a little bit dry. I didn't want the compost to fall apart. What we'll do this one here with the roots coming out first. Oh, in fact, before I forget, normally forget stuff, don't I? We'll give it a little sprinkle of mycorrhizal fungi. I'm not sure if it's going to do much because I'm going to take these out of here. So if it does create a symbiotic relationship with the roots, I'm going to disturb it all anyway when I repot them and stuff like that. So if it does attach to the roots, so it goes into the roots on a lot of it. I think it's got mycorrhizal fungi in it. Oh, I don't know. Possibly. It tells you somewhere what it's got in it. It might just tell you on the website. Anyway, let's try and get these out. I've got to be careful, don't damage them little chits there. So we'll try and get my fingers either side of them, and then just drop it out. And then we've got a little seedling, something there that can come out. But yeah, not too many roots, but just try and get that in. Like, oh, a little bit of root coming out there, look. To poke you in. Right, let's give that all a little, oh, there's a root coming up there, look. We'll stick that back on. And we'll top it up with a little bit of compost in a sec. Just want to cover those up a little bit more, but let's put that to one side for a minute. And we'll do this other one. So hopefully, you know, this all might fall apart if there's not many roots in it. Hopefully I'm not... Oh, it's got a little bit in there, look. Just got to be careful of them. That's kind of worked okay. Let's get it in without damaging those little chits. Chitty chitty bang bang. Right, I'm just going to go get some compost then from the mixture I made up and just give them a little top up. Job done. Can't touch the camera at the moment because I've got a muddy hand, hang on. In fact, there's a little bit of compost in there. Oh, I need more than that, don't I? Right, back in a sec. Yeah, so Frankensteins are going to be staying in here from now on, unless it gets really cold overnight. Oh, we'll put that one over there. Yeah, if it gets cold overnight, I'll bring him in, because I don't want them to be held back or anything, get shot by the cold or anything. I think that'll do. Need to mix up some more compost for the seedlings. So that's both of Frank's sorted out for now again. So I'll re-put it on the onion, the Troy set, because it had roots coming out the bottom already. So that's in a fairly decent sized pot. Got nothing showing on these other potatoes yet or anything, but they weren't chitted much and I put them halfway down. But you can see the compost levels dropped a little bit, so I will be topping them up at some point as well. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you got anything from the video, please give us a thumbs up or subscribe if you want to see what I get up to at the allotment later on, or with a can of worms. Thanks a lot, goodbye.